Welcome to the Rich Flow of Life podcast. Join Valerie Kanay, the award-winning authority author, as she takes you on a journey for your personal evolution. Valerie Kanay talks to enlightened featured guests who hold the keys to unlock your unique life situation. They each bring to the table their very powerful personal spin to inspire and empower you to learn to step up your game into the rich flow of life.
This is your host, Valerie Kanay, and our featured guest today is Sahaj Kothari, who is the award-winning author of the book, Get the Price Right. It's about how to deploy powerful pricing strategies on your shelves and grow profits. Sahaj is just so cool to me because I tell you he's gifted to share his passions in two of his most favorite areas of life, and those two things being retail and technology. You know, and this directly affects all of us. His vision is clear-cut. He makes no bones about it. That it is to make our retail experience more simplified, relevant, and most definitely more sustainable. Sahaj is an entrepreneur at heart. Therefore, he's founded a growth consultancy company named Inseer as a direct result of his peak performance and outstanding service in his industry. He is known as, get this, the growth hacker. And if that's not enough, he will be acknowledged in the Grocerer, which is the leading industry publication. He will be identified as UK's nationwide top new talent, TNT, for the year 2015. He will be featured in the upcoming publication, so look out for that. Sahaj has also been acknowledged by Her Majesty. Oh yes, that's the Queen from UK. And also the Prime Minister, David Cameron. Wow, what an impressive, fine, honorable presence we have with us here today. So welcome, Sahaj. I'm so pleased to have you with us.
Thank you, Valerie. Thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction. I'm very humbled. Thank you.
You're welcome. So just jump right in there and tell us all this stuff. I know there's a huge demand for the work that you do, and you're so well known in the industry. Just tell us about your book here today. Why did you write the book?
Thank you. I mean, as you mentioned, retail and technology are one of the most two passionate areas for me. It's not only what it is, but how you can impact so many lives. You know, retail being very tangible products, either it's through grocery, you're buying your clothing or electronics. And technology, my God, the power of technology, what it's done in the last 20 years, it's changed the way we live our life today. We interact, and the next 20 years is just going to be fascinated, and I want to be part of it. I'm part of it.
Awesome.
So the reason I've written this book is, yes, I have a lot of experience and knowledge in this area, but also there's a huge demand right now. The retail and the grocery industries in today's world is struggling for growth. I had a very famous quote from one of the leading heads from a retailer in Europe saying, flat is the new growth. Wow. Yeah, literally. I mean, if you were to mention that a decade ago, flat, 1% is a new high, that's, shareholders would be after you.
Oh, okay.
So, the growth is a real challenge. The industry is trying hard, but it's not working. And it's over 90% of innovations are failing in the first 2-3 years. That's a very high ratio. In terms of price has been identified as one of the most important factors in the way shopper makes their purchase decision hierarchy and things as well.
So Sahaj, this is on the tangible consumer goods that we're talking to? That's what we're referring to?
Absolutely. So if you're going in a supermarket aisle, you're buying that crisp, you're buying that drink that you like, your cereal bars or electronic gadgets that for your day-to-day. Absolutely.
Okay.
And things as well. And as you can see, and you have experienced it, but now if you go into a store, since the recession has hit, it's had a huge impact on the industry. There's so many promotions out there. The promotions are on the rise. Buy one, get one free. In fact, buy one, get two free.
Wow.
in some places. And countries like UK is facing a very high level of promotions, almost 60% in some areas of volume sold on deals. So price is, so what this book is doing is addressing a very real and a huge problem in today's world, in dealing with how can you make it a sustainable one going forward.
Okay. So what are some of the things that you do when you go in as a consultant? Because I know that you're a really great consultant. You're sought out by a really large organization, medium and small, but I know a lot of the large organizations look you up. What do you do when you go in for them? Just give us, a little bit on that.
Absolutely. So in terms of, I've got a decade of experience and I love what I'm doing in this space. There's one key agenda that is on top of everyone's mind, the growth. How do we hack growth? And what I've brought with this book and the pricing and my experience is to address this key challenge to simply, how can you get your bottom line and how can you raise your top line growth?
Okay.
How do you get new shoppers buying your products? And how do you get your existing shoppers buying more of it? How do you create that loyal base of shoppers who would not just buy one, but would consistently buy with you over and over again in this retail hemisphere and things as well? Yeah. So what I've done with this book is I've really simplified and distilled an easy to follow framework that has been tried and tested in medium to large organizations and corporates, which I've called SPE, a strategic pricing execution. What unique about this is it's an end-to-end approach. You start with a strategy that works for your organization. You have a really clear role of your pricing and how it works. Then you move into pricing of what's the right plan and tactics that's right for you, not for others, what's right for you, and closing it with execution. So a lot of consultancy that projects and experiences I've had is you have something on paper, but it doesn't work. So I finish it with an end-to-end of execution as well. Not only you have the right strategy, you have the right plans and toolkits that you and your team can use, but also all the way to execution of how do you have the right packages? How do you have the right displays? How do you promote and when do you promote? How do you finish it off the final touches that makes it right? That's the icing on the cake.
Okay, so, I got you. So when you're involved in the consultancy, you're holding hands all the way from beginning to end in every phase. Is that correct?
Absolutely. I've helped organization clients not only embed this new approach, but also train them up in during the process so they can do the same going forward, which is true, which is quite unique. And as well. The second quite interesting take on the approach is we tap not only the analytics and front of it, but more into the psychology of the shoppers, the retailers, and the organizations. How do we have the right psychology within your organization to believe in this and present it in the right way? How do you tap into the psychology of your customer to be able to sell through? And most importantly, the psychology of the shoppers. How can you position your product? How can you have the right toolkits for them to get buying into it?
All right, because I'm a woman, so I love shopping. So it's just interesting to me that you're saying that you guys tap into the psychology of us. Now I'm like, okay.
Absolutely. but there's one important thing.
What is it?
Everything needs to be very in an ethical way. And that's quite a concern in today's market. There's a leading publication, Which UK, who has done a petition against all the retailers that are breaking away the ethical codes of pricing. They would have a price of £10 for 10 days, and then they'll promote it for half price for like 50 days. So I'm really, what my work is within the ethical rights of dealing with pricing and things as well. And you mentioned about being a shopper yourself.
I'm one, yes.
And like all of us, you have a list of 5 things that you go before into the shop to buy. What do you come out of the shop? 10 things, 15 things. Like you don't even realize what the whole environment of the retail space is doing to you. That's how naive we as a shopper are. And both the retailers and manufacturers are struggling with it. They're not enjoying this. They're struggling for the growth themselves. And it filters back to the shoppers at some point.
Okay, very cool.
and things.
Yeah. So I know that you are a pro at finding, building, helping organizations, businesses sustain growth, and you help all sort of people with this powerful technology. I just wanted you to highlight some of the technology that's being used now. And can you go into that a little bit for us?
Wow, that is a mysterious world right now. I'm working on a couple of technologies which are not out yet, but in the making. But I believe when it will be, it's going to change the way we shop. It's going to change the way we shop. It's going to be simple, relevant, and engaging. You as a shopper will love it.
I'm intrigued.
Retailers will love it, and manufacturers will love it.
Okay.
I think that's where I'm going. So hold on to this space for now.
Hold on to that space. I'm holding on, Sahaj. So, I mean, can you give us a little hint? Is it an apparatus? Is it something? I don't know. What is it? Can you give a hint about it, or just no hint at all?
It is something that will have a physical stance in the retail shop, and something that you can take retail out of the retail shop. That is mysterious enough, is it?
Mysterious enough. I love that. That is so very cool, too. I know that I've talked with you before, like we do behind the scenes and everything, and I know you're just committed and passionate about the work that you do. And you always tell me, Valerie, I'm just committed, I'm geared and aimed towards always helping to make the world a better place. And I just think that is so awesome. And that's one of the things I really love about Sahaj. I know if you're working on something, you're committed to just making the world a better place. And these are the type of people that I talk to on these calls. You know, we're all committed to the same cause of making the world a better place. So is there anything else about this topic today that you're going to tell us?
No, I think you have covered a lot. In terms of me, I'm passionate about building businesses, and that's where INSEAR came about. My mission is to help large organizations and medium and small enterprises to find, build, and sustain growth. Simple as that. And I'm loving it. If you are a large corporate or have a business and want to really hack the growth that you're desiring for, simply contact me and I'm happy to have a free one-to-one consultation with you.
Oh, good. It's free?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
One-to-one free consultation.
One-to-one free consultation.
Yes,
That's incredible. So, Sahaj, with that being said, go ahead and take this opportunity to promote your contact details, please.
Well, simple as that. My email address is my first name, Sahaj, SAHAJ @INSEAR.com. ENSERE, INSEAR.com. My website, I'm quite excited about. My website is due to be launched in 10 days. So that will be up, www.insear.com or getthepricerightbook.com.
Very cool.
Yeah, looking forward for that.
I'm looking forward also. And if somebody want to get a copy of your book, how do they go about getting a copy of the book?
It's available on Amazon. Anything you can search by my name or Get the Price Right, the title. But once the site is uploaded, they will have access to the book from there as well. So all in on, ready for it.
Very cool. Sahaj, it has been a real pleasure to have you with us and give us this awesome insight on what's going on in the industry. And I can't wait to find out about this mystery technology you're working on. So thank you kindly. And I end all my calls. You guys know I love you dearly. With that being said, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have been listening to the Rich Flow of Life podcast with host Valerie Kanay. We're most appreciative you took the time to be with us, and thank you. For more action, go subscribe to Valerie Kanay Talks YouTube channel and like us on Facebook at Valerie Kanay Talks and follow us on Twitter at Valerie Kanay. Until next time, we love ya.